got it. He got his microphone up there.
We're all set.
We're all set.
We're all set, you guys. Let's get started.
Let's get it started. And this is where they play the intro. One day we're going to have us a cool intro, but until then we're just going to do this.
Dude, I can play a cool intro on my guitar.
Waka, 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 waka.
Control. Well, thank you.
Hey, we have winterized our beard. That is for sure.
Nice. All right. Today at Local Beer Network.
Burgundy.
Burgundy. Ron
Burgundy.
Today we are talking about hot takes.
What's
Barber
even
hot
hot
takes.
takes to me? What's that mean?
Hot take is like what is it called? Unapologetic opinion.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like hot take. It's like my thing. Hot take. Diet Mountain Dew is the best soda, and then people would go off of that.
Yeah, that is the best soda, but I do like Monster Energy.
I like Monster. Yeah. Totally sponsored, you know. Anyway, so
Just saying.
when it comes to
Sugar
hot
free
takes,
kind. I like the sugar
Oh,
free
sugar
kind. It's my
free
favorite.
Absolutely.
Always sugar free. Hot take.
Hot take number one: the buzz cut looks good on way fewer guys than they think.
True.
That is true. What's your experience with the buzz cut? Because I mean, there's a lot of guys that can get a buzz cut and don't pull it off, and there's some dudes that get a buzz cut and their jawline looks sharper, they look way cleaner. But there's some dudes that get a buzz cut and it looks like they just did a buzz
So
cut.
which way? You think more guys should not get a buzz cut, or more guys should get a buzz cut?
I think that everybody should at least try it once.
Woo, yeah. So here's what happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I was cutting. Well, it's been more than a couple of weeks ago. A couple of months ago, I was cutting this guy's hair because I've cut him a couple of times since.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he asked for those cool buzzes, right? Or
Yeah.
whatever. So I did give it to him, and you know what? It exposed that he was going bald. I saw it as I was doing it, and I was like, "You're not gonna like this." I'm like, I kind of said those kinds of things in so many words. He's like, "Oh, do it anyway," and then he was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, dude." So be careful what you ask for.
Mhm.
But I think more times than not, the hardest part about going bald for bald guys is losing this right here anyway.
Yeah.
And so when you go to that buzz, you lose that. And so I say no, but it is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. If you go over, also there's a flip side of that too, is if there's a lot of guys, I had a guy that came in recently and he has a hairline that goes a little farther back, but when it's longer, it accentuates that what's it called? This recession line.
Yeah.
It accentuates that because it's so long. Folded back, it just looked way deeper than it actually was. So we actually gave him a buzz. We used like a 2-card on the top.
Yeah.
And we looked at it and it didn't accentuate that as much anymore. And it looked a lot more flattering because of you have that uniformity. Because what we're going for as barbers is always the silhouette.
Yeah.
Right? We're always trying to get that square silhouette. So with this guy, he had a weird silhouette. There was more roundness. Then he had the receding hairline. So it just didn't look great. But when you buzz it, you have the nice clean silhouette. It's all square. Everything like that. But you got to get the right buzz cut too, or you'll look like a chia pet. Let me see. This says men don't choose beards, their jawline chooses it for them.
Ooh, that's true.
Is that true?
This is what my take on that. Excuse me. So I've only learned this in the last year of cutting beards. I've been cutting beards for a long time. When they say jawline, I don't think they mean this.
Yeah.
They mean this.
Yeah.
It's this line right here, right? So you see how mine's full right here,
Mm-hmm.
right? A lot of guys, some guys, will have it so it's down in here like this. It goes like this, right? This creates more of a round shape.
Yeah.
See how mine creates more of a square shape.
Mm-hmm.
It's just full up in here.
Yeah.
So if you have a round shape here and you're trying to pull a square shape here,
Yeah.
it doesn't work for two reasons. A, visually it's not aesthetically pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
And B, you're also trying to take this hair that naturally wants to do this and flare it out. And then when you flare it out, it becomes thinner on the bottom. And so you strike two. And so I say absolutely that this chooses the shape of your beard. Now, of course, you can get around that, but I think that you're to have your premium, like your ultimate, like your what's made for you beard, you need to follow that line. Barbers, you need to follow that line. I promise you, you'll do better if you do.
Yeah, absolutely. This one says long hair on guys is making a comeback. As a barber, what are you thinking?
Oh yeah, I do.
I'm thinking like
Round is making a comeback.
Yeah, Round is making a comeback. Like I was looking, I know even back in, I think this is just from my experience because I'm newer in the industry, but like when I started noticing stuff was back in 2020 when we were having a lot of men grow their hair out and everything for the first time. And then what's popular, like you don't see a lot of fades popular on the red carpet anymore. Like
Nope.
that's not what's popular. I mean, you have guys that have like an inch on the side. You have what's called the mod cut that is really popular right now. It's or mod cut or warrior cut. Think Brad Pitt Fight Club.
Mhm.
That's coming back.
Oh yeah.
That style is coming back. And I've noticed even with some of my clients, they don't even want to fade anymore. They want that texture on the sides. I mean, that's what I'm trying to pull off now, but it's like that. They want that length on the sides and stuff like that. Like fades, I mean, we had an influx of taper fades and stuff like that through the year. Those little tiny fades and tiny fades here and the real alpaca haircuts with the younger guys.
Yeah.
But what I'm looking at, like globally on the popularity scale, like celebrity scale, I'm not seeing a lot of fades.
That's right. Because think of this. So a while back, that fade was really popular. That fade and that hard, crisp line
Back in
here
like
was really popular.
2016, 2018.
Yeah, somewhere around there, right?
Yeah.
Maybe even I don't know when, but
Yeah.
it's like so. Go back to there. That was World War II. That was your
Yeah.
grandfather. Real strong haircuts.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now follow that trend going forward. After World. That's hard for me to say.
World War II.
Thanks.
Yeah,
World
I got
War WW2.
WW2.
After WW2, what happened? Was like the '60s, right?
Yeah.
What came real big in the '60s?
Greaser kind of looks.
And well, that's kind of '50s, and then the greasers, and then in the '60s, here comes the Beatles.
That is true. 60s.
Beatles made everything round.
Yeah.
Perms became big for men.
Yeah.
All those kinds of things made men round, and that's where we're at now too. So insert the round alpaca.
Yeah.
Insert the round red carpet, the
Yeah.
mod thing. Insert those things right there. Now you go a little step further, and you've got after the 60s come the 70s.
70s
And
still
so
round, but then you're looking at more where volume is making a comeback with guys too. The volume, kind of like what we've got going on here, and then you even go past there, and also media makes a big play. Right now, Stranger Things is huge. Stranger Things is set in the 80s or 90s, like that era. So what's popular right now? You still like real fluffy mullets are super popular. Big blowout hairstyles, Farrah Fawcett looking, kind of stuff like that.
So you got the 70s.
Yeah, you got the 70s.
You got the 80s.
Yeah.
Right? So what's going on in the 80s?
80s
Hopefully
also.
not too much.
Yeah.
80s got a lot of mullets.
Yeah, a lot of mullets and a lot of volume.
Right.
I feel like volume was huge.
90s you got grunge.
Yeah.
Right? And then 2000s you kind of start to repeat again,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, grunge still, we still see in some circles in the more alt community, you see grunge is coming back hardcore. That
It's coming
Kurt
back.
Cobain, the textured, longer hair.
Flannels.
Flannel, yeah, that
All that
flannel,
kind of grunge.
distressed clothing, kind of that vibe is all making a comeback. Right now, we're seeing the influx of 70s style too, because what we're seeing real puffy pants. We're seeing that kind of like fluffed out style. We're seeing more pointed, the shoes with the Chelsea, and then like the real wide collars, like that 70s wide collar, which I'm not disappointed about. I'm loving it. But like then the hairstyles are like real straight, not a lot of texture in some hairstyles, and then like that 70s look. It's super cool. I'm loving it.
So now we have like a stew of this, like this soup of what's hot, because depending on what circles you run on is what's hot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because grunge, you said, is making a great comeback. You know, the mullets, great comeback. They're here, man. Mullets are hot right now.
Yeah, and you could get a mullet for a classy event. I mean, you're looking at like, I think it was Oscar Isaac. There was he's the guy who played in Star Wars and the new Frankenstein movie. He on the red carpet, he had this like real classy mullet that was really cool, like real short look, but it was like an inch and a half kind of back here, real tight. And then it's not a fade here, but it's still clippered down to where you still have the silhouette, the square here. Real kind of textured up here, but you still have that mullet, rounded mullet. Looked really cool. And I think that it's like mullets are definitely back. But I feel like when people hear mullet, they see Joe Dirt in their brain. You know? That Joe Dirt, the Joe Dirt, whatever. But I have a lot of clients that I unintentionally, I give them a mullet, but they don't see it as a mullet. They see it as that like
What's
texture.
that? Do you know what that's called now? What's the new mullet?
They call it modern mullet.
Mod mullet.
It's like a modern mullet or mod cut, something like that.
Have to ask what the new terminology is. Can you tell me what the new terminology
there's
for
so much
shears is?
Exactly. It's stupid.
I heard that there was we used to call this the apex. What was this called?
Apex.
The apex, but at one point it was called something else.
Crown.
It was crown. It's I don't know. It seemed like they changed the wording
There's
recently.
even in a test that I took, there was like trimmers were called edgers.
What?
Yeah, because I knew in my brain when I'm using my trimmers, it's like you have your clippers, you have your trimmers, and then you have your shears.
Yeah.
But in there it was like scissor, electric electric clipper,
Really?
edger, and I was like, what is this?
And throwing you off. Or
He was
something.
throwing me off, and that's why I failed the first time. But we don't have to talk about that.
Ah.
Anyway, next hot
Steady
take.
kids.
Next hot take. The goatee is the most disrespected facial hairstyle.
I don't know. I don't.
I don't hate it, but also my dad sports a goatee most
I
of the
think
time.
the short goatee is probably the most disrespected
Well,
style.
I mean, there's a lot of guys that are more on the edgier womanizer type that have that real short goatee here and have that mustache. It's real lined up and real clean, but it's just that.
And tell me, how
There's
well
that.
are they doing? Are they doing what they're supposed to be doing?
I have no idea. It's like
Well,
usually that's
so.
associated with a negative lifestyle choice. I'm trying to be nice for you too.
So I don't know. I think that I'm not a big. I like big goatees.
Yeah.
I like them when they're called partial beards, like
Oh,
this
yeah.
big guy. But it's like as far as a small goatee, unless you're like Colonel Sanders, I
Oh, yeah.
like that little Colonel Sanders.
Well,
guy.
that's the Van Dyke. That's what I love.
Yeah.
That style is called the Van Dyke. You have that big, or even the smaller, curlier one, and then you've got that little soul patch, but it's real lined up nice. But it's like that V for Vendetta look.
Yeah.
So it's super, super cool. I like that style. Real stylized. What are some other ones?
Have you I saw this the other day. Somebody said once, that the Colonel Sanders head,
Yeah.
and then the
Dude,
the
yes!
other-
Yeah, I told this to my girlfriend. Okay, you can continue. So,
Go.
I told this to my girlfriend. If you look at the Colonel Sanders head, the KFC logo, right? And you know how it's a bow tie that's like, or like a little tie that moves out? If you actually look at that as like 2 arms and 2 legs,
He's like-
you will never unsee it again. It
Yeah.
looks like a little man with a
He's
huge
like,
head.
come and give me some chicken.
Exactly. I told my girlfriend that. She was like, I hate you so much.
I like Kentucky Fried Chicken, original recipe.
It's just kind of this little man.
But that's probably my favorite goatee, the Van Dyke. I like the
Oh
Van
yeah,
Dyke.
Van Dyke. It's amazing.
And
Let me
chicken.
see.
I like the chicken.
Okay, hot take. I find this really annoying. I don't know if you find this really annoying, but when you have a boyfriend come and sit in the chair and the girlfriend is what's telling you how to do their hair rather than what he's doing.
Oh,
Like-
I get used to that.
Do it. I know. Well, I'm just saying, like, as a barber, your experience, like, what's your opinion on that? Like, it's this hot take said that the boyfriend should decide his hairstyle, not his girlfriend.
Ooh, I believe that. And
I think
also,
it's-
also, boys, you can't be telling a woman what kind of hairstyle she wants or that you want. You can't do that. If you're like, oh, she can't tell me what to wear. You've also, well, first off, I believe that you should never tell your wife or girlfriend what kind of hairstyle she wears.
Yeah.
Let her wear it and rock it out.
Yeah.
And you're just there along the ride. But I think the same way goes for you too. It's like, I understand where you want to please and be visually appealing, be good to her. And there's things that she wants and that's good. But if she's standing over you while you're cutting the hair, maybe there's other issues.
Yeah, that's
Just a thought.
underlying issues. I'm like,
Just a thought. This ain't about hair. This is more about control.
That's
my hot take.
Yeah, my hot take too is like I had this client that they came and sat in my chair, and they're getting their hair. They come for the consultation, and the wife is sitting on the other side of the room, like over on the couch. And this is married couple at this point. And they sit down, and I'm like, okay, so what do you hate about your hair? What do you love about your hair right now? What do you want to see different? What's all this stuff? And then he, no joke, looks at the mirror at me, and then just like does this and leans over and looks at his wife. It was like, babe, what do I like? And I was like, excuse me? Are you serious right now? Like, this man, I don't know.
See that creates a whole thing. He's like this codependency. It's beyond that. It's beyond, babe,
it's
what do I
like-
like? Hey, y'all, look, at least figure out.
Have an opinion on your own dang hair. That's it.
But some guys work so hard that they're like, oh, whatever, I don't care.
Or they've been ratted out so much
Ooh,
about
that's
something
it.
that they
Yeah.
just, or they're just exhausted from whatever's going on at home. And I'm like, I'm not trying to pry into your personal life, but at the same time, I can see a glimpse into it. Also, there's a level of trust that a barber has with their client, which like 90% of men that sit down that are in a relationship, us barbers are going to hear everything. Good, the bad, the ugly.
But you don't even have to tell most of the time.
You can
hear
just
about
see it
what
on your face.
We hear about what you don't say and how you act.
Yeah, it's like if you've lost weight in an unhealthy way of like saying like, how's the wife? But anyway, yeah, guys should pick their own haircut.
I agree with that, but I also think that, you know what, it's not like, well, this is my haircut, I do what I want. Like, there's some times where you got to be like, hey, honey, what do you think about this? Because, I mean, there's some ugly guys out there. There's some real ugly guys. And those women, they'll help you out. But we can.
Sometimes, I mean, if you have a guy that just doesn't understand that realm, he doesn't want to understand that realm, and he knows what his wife likes, and he doesn't have a preference, he's just kind of like, hey, my wife likes it like this, but say I'm blue collar and I'm out in this outside, I just want these things, and then we tailor it to where making both of you happy, that's fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about more like you have full ability to choose whatever, you just decide not to. In that case,
Take some control of yourself.
Exactly.
Have some
pride.
self-esteem.
Have some self-esteem.
Come
Have
on,
some
boys.
pride in yourself, man.
Do it.
Exactly. All right, then. Every man has had at least one breakup haircut.
Every man has had at least one.
What we
breakup
call
haircut.
that I've seen on social media is called the winter arc.
What?
It's called the winter arc. Okay.
Winter arc.
So basically, it's these guys that want to feel a lot more epic than they actually are. But I'm trying to be really nice. But anyway, you have what's called the winter arc.
All right.
Is these guys that from November to like February or so, they will go like they'll buzz their hair, they will take off facial hair or whatever, and they'll hit the gym hard, not tell anybody, and they like go silent or whatever. This kind of like Batman mentality,
Yeah.
And then through this whole thing, they keep their buzz and everything, and then they come back out in the spring, and it's like, oh.
I can see where mentally that would feel good.
It's amazing. I've done it before. So it's like, it's great. But I'm saying like everyone has had that breakup. And sometimes if you're like me, you need that physical change after something like that. You need a drastic physical change.
Yeah.
Like that, I used to have hair down to here. And after my breakup, I was like, I need to chop all my hair off because when I look in the mirror, I want to see something different. I don't want
that's
something.
it. Yeah.
So sometimes you need a physical reminder or a physical change so that you're not kind of remembering. Nothing negative about
Hair is always emotional too. Hair, no matter what. Some people will go and dye it black. They're like, I hate him.
Dude, I went through that. Yeah, I went through my black era with my hair.
I shaved mine off my last breakup.
Yeah.
And
you kept it going. You're like, I've kept it the same.
Kept it the same since.
Let me see.
These kids,
Culture's, your haircut shows more about your life than your resume.
No.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
No, that's your haircuts. I mean, it's always twofold. Sure, that's absolutely could be a true statement, but there's some guys that will chase the haircut.
That is true.
And not have any substance behind it. And
That's
if
true.
you're chasing a haircut, all you're doing is chasing a trend. Put some substance in your life.
Absolutely. Because, I mean, the thing is the hairstyle, yes, you want to look put together, but I think the hair is more for you as a person than it is for other. It's self-expression. Mm-hmm. So if it's like, if you want to wear it, however, like the styles we were talking about at the beginning of the video, if you want to wear it like that, heck, go style it. Just like smell good. Don't smell like you just rolled out of a garbage can. But
Right.
sport a style. And then I think it's also where your environment is too.
Mm-hmm.
Like yes, it's self-expression, but also if you're trying to land that job, dude, a mop haircut's probably not what you want to go for. Like if everybody there has a clean haircut and you come in with a mop that hasn't been brushed and everything.
And I understand that some of you guys have never thought about this before.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're here to tell you about.
Yeah.
You may want to look around. Your haircut's important. It's an important thing. People judge you by your haircuts.
Absolutely.
I
And I
get
mean,
judged
it's
all
a
the
terrible
time.
world.
I
I mean, it's
do that.
terrible that we do that, but it's like something human beings do. Like you go into a car dealership, are you going to trust the guy that's like, smells good, he's put together and all that stuff? Well, I say car dealership is probably a bad.
Well, that's a bad guy.
But I mean, like, anyway, if you're going on a first date, ladies, probably not gonna see this, but if you go on a first date and he shows up in like ripped jeans and everything and a mop haircut and he doesn't smell good and he doesn't look you in the eye, are you gonna trust him? No. But also, you don't want to be the kind of guy that's like, I want to dress well so she trusts me because I have ulterior motives. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. But it's like, you got to dress for your environment, too. If you're in a corporate environment, that's another thing to think of. Like, it's not even it's not affordability. It's just how you look. Like, at least clean up here. Trim your beard up. Trim your facial hair.
Well, I had a guy a while back. I was cutting his hair, and he told me to trim his beard because he was in sales. And I said, "Oh yeah, me too."
That's awesome.
Was it's funny.
This says right here, your self-respect shows up first in your grooming. Would you agree with that? I mean, to some extent.
I would. I think because whenever you lose, we'll say self-respect is a big word, but whenever you're mentally not 100%, that's one of the first things that stops. Is like, I'm just not even going to shower today. I'm just not even going to what.
Well, it's like, what's today. That? What is it associated with? If you see a dude like that, 5 p.m. Subtle or 5 p.m. shadow or whatever.
5 o'clock shadow.
5 o'clock shadow thing. And it's like, what is it associated with? Somebody that's stressed out, tired, all this stuff, disheveled and everything. It's not that you are that, but it's what's associated with it, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, you got a 5-day beard, I plan to shave. What's that? I'm doing all right.
It's Travis Tritt.
Travis Tritt.
Ready to be alive. It's what we started the whole thing with. Kidding me, Travis, we're sorry. He can't help it.
Let me see. Looking at kids, there's a lot of hot takes that all these people have.
There's a lot of people have a lot of opinions.
Well, yeah. This one says men
one of them.
This said men don't need haircuts every 2 weeks. They need them every 1 week. No, they don't.
No, it's terrible.
That's terrible advice.
What are you cutting?
Exactly. What are you cutting at that point? I mean, there's a lot of celebrities that want to get theirs, or these people that want to be celebrities that get their haircut every week. But at that point, your skin fade's not even grown out.
What are you doing? What kind of haircut are you chasing? Get some substance in your life.
Exactly. Get some substance in your life. This one is. Oh yeah, most men's beard look bad because they trim their neckline wrong.
Oh yeah.
This guy knows
That's a big one. That's called your shelf.
Yeah.
And you need a shelf.
We've talked about this area. This is the most valuable part of your beard.
If you guys are wanting to grow a beard, then you need to let it all grow. And yeah.
And if you need advice, we've got how many videos out?
We got
on beards.
We got probably 6 or 7.
6 or 7 out about beards, and then also if you're local in the Chattanooga area, step in and say "Hey, I don't know what to do.
Hey, what do I do here?" I'm gonna say, "Let me see underneath the hood." Think about this. You can't drive a car unless something's underneath the hood. If nothing's underneath here, you're not gonna have any kind of a beard. Quit shaving it.
Here's this one. Beards get more compliments than muscles.
Yeah, I never got a compliment on my muscles.
It's all the thing is, it's like.
Have you ever got a compliment on your muscles?
Yeah.
What about your beard? That's a trick question.
I mean, when you don't have a beard, what else can they compliment? That's why you freaking got to style your hair.
Oh, so you're saying I can shave my beard and get complimented on these guns? What I'm talking about.
They're overstimulated with all of it. they got muscles and a beard. This one right here says high fade should be illegal on certain head shapes. Woo, I agree with that one.
For sure.
100%. Because a high fade, if there's dudes with really bad receding hairlines, and then you do a high fade, I don't know about that.
Yeah. The high fade. We faded right into the recession right here.
Fading into the recession, and then they've got the goofy little Mr. T haircut that's not really suited for them.
Yeah. Sometimes people need more hair.
Yeah.
It's like you don't need a fade.
Because, I mean, the thing is, yeah, exactly. The thing is, if you look at the head, I mean, what is your eyes drawn to? You don't want, if the eyes are drawn, if you already have this and you don't want to draw attention to this, why would you put something to pay attention to right here, and take it to skin? You got to grow everything, give yourself some more, not saying comb over, but you know what I mean? You want to give yourself other things to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Than just this recession line.
Your eyes attracted to light always.
So I mean, if you have less hair in the areas you want more hair, why would you take it out? You know,
That's
Take
what
out
I'm
there.
saying. That's what I've been saying this whole time, Ethan.
100%. Let me see. The taper fade is the best haircut ever invented.
No, you
think-
discover haircuts. You don't invent haircuts anyway.
Exactly, 100%.
Like,
I mean, the
look.
thing is this: there's not like literally. I mean, we're recycling the same haircut styles that we've been recycling for how long?
That's what we just talked about
Yeah.
earlier. You got World War II, and we're going to start only at World War II because we don't have printed documented history before that.
Yeah, I mean, we're not doing white powder wigs anymore, but I mean, even then, like it's. I mean,
Do you know what it was like in 1820?
no, I don't. I don't know. I can ask around.
I would like to see a haircut from 1820.
Yeah, but I think what's associated with class. I mean, you look back and like, if you want to be put together, like go with the classic. Old money is always a good thing that I kind of push people towards. The old
Yeah.
money style. It's clean. It's classy. It's attractive.
And the wigs are great. You talking about the white wigs?
No, I was talking about
oh,
haircut.
I
was
thought-
like,
I thought, yeah, that's right. I want to feel classy. Whenever I go somewhere I need to feel classy, I got this white wig. It's awesome. Look, I actually just took a picture of it.
Wait, you
Actually-
actually have it? I thought you
It
were
is.
joking. Oh my god. Let me see if the camera would be able to see that.
It's on a sticker.
When did you get that?
Well, earlier we were going through pictures and stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
And this one I just stumbled upon that one.
That's amazing.
I told you I got a white wig.
That's amazing.
That's for whenever I want to go somewhere
Your
fancy.
beard was super long.
Shh. Yeah, but you
And-
see, I had to keep it together there, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's because it was so thin.
That is
Right
true.
here's where it is now, and that's where it should be.
Yeah.
That's my fancy wig.
Nice. I like it. How about this? Right here it said, "Looking good is not vanity; it's strategy."
With I think everything with the right intentions.
Mhm.
It's like looking good is you're right. It could be both, but it could be both. If like I'm just going to look good for this reason,
Mhm.
no. If you look good with intention and you have discipline in your grooming, and that starts to create
Looking good
a
feels
beast.
good.
Yeah, it starts
me,
to create
it's
a
like-
beast.
90% of the time when I'm styling my hair, I'm doing it because I feel cruddy that morning, and I want to look clean because it's gonna make me feel cleaner when I look in the mirror.
Yeah.
It's less like the mental, like it'll help your mental. I'm not saying cure it, but I'm like saying it'll help you feel better in the morning. Let me see. Most men are one haircut away from a glow up.
What's a glow up?
Glow up would be like someone looking. It would be like
One haircut away.
basically there has been some guys that like they have a haircut and you can't really their jawline isn't really pronounced, but then you give them a haircut and since you have the silhouette, all of a sudden, like going back to that buzz cut thing, there's
Yeah.
a lot of guys that you give them a buzz cut and their jawline pops. Like
So-
not physically, but not literally, but it's your attention is drawn.
You're exactly
that
right. You're
area.
one haircut away from a glow up, and if you're not glowing up whenever you leave the shop, you need to find another barber.
You need to find another barber.
For real. Even if I'm not making you glow up, you need to find a different barber or something because I'm not cutting your hair right. But you should feel like you're one haircut away from a glow up for
Mhm.
sure.
Absolutely.
I like it.
This one says every man should at least know 5 grooming skills. What would those 5 grooming skills be?
I'm thinking you're gonna wash, right? Very basic.
Hygiene. Yeah.
Hygiene. It's a hygiene under one.
Yeah.
It's toothbrush, toothpaste.
Yeah.
Toothpaste is not one. It's not a skill,
But I mean,
That's what
brushing
you
your
use.
teeth and flossing, of course, because I
Right.
mean, breath and the way they look.
right? So you got hygiene and you got to shave. You
Yeah.
need to be able to shave.
Or line up whatever you've got
Yeah.
if you want to keep a stubble.
What you need? Fingernails? Is that something?
Yeah,
Like-
fingernails
like
should be
hygiene
a
like
grooming skill. I think that if we go into moisturizer and stuff, that's another thing. I think that cologne or smelling nice should be in one of them. So be it if you decide a cologne or you decide what kind of body wash, being clean, I think is a big one. Hygiene or grooming skills, I would say like toenails and fingernails. That's a big attract because when I go to shake someone's hand, you see their nails. Like you can see
Yeah.
if there's gunk underneath the nails. People are like, "Ugh," you know.
Right.
And there's some guys that they work outside. They're working.
Yeah, it's bad.
It is.
You guys know if you take that beard balm that you got and you just rub it on your hands, it works too?
Takes
Just
it all
saying.
off.
Just saying.
Grooming skills too. It's like making sure your hair is combed too.
Yeah.
Combed or brushed
You think
if you
so?
have that style. I think that because the thing going back to that jaw or the glow up thing, it's like if you have a hairstyle that you're right out of the shower and it's like flop down, but you've had it cut in a way that you're pushing it back. Having that skill of being like, I'm going to learn to put some clay in my hair and brush it back or pomade.
So some knowledge
of like hair products,
hair manipulation.
Yeah, hair sculpting should be something, because I mean, like, you can get a great haircut here, but if you don't style it, or if your barber's also not educating you on how to style your hair the way you give it, you need to find a barber.
Or tell them that you want to be educated.
Exactly.
Or ask. Sometimes you don't always have to. You're right. I'm glad you said that like that, because I'm like, go get a new barber. Sometimes you just need to communicate better with your stylist, or with your barber, because we don't always know what you know, or we don't. And we may think that you know something, and we don't want to make you feel dumber. You know, but we also may have already taught the same lesson 5 times today, and just didn't think about telling you about it.
Absolutely, because
so communication comes both sides. Communicate with us.
Absolutely.
Most times we can make you have a great hairstyle. It's just a lot of communication.
What trends do you see coming into 2026?
What trends coming in 2026?
What haircut trends, beard trends? What do you see that's popular? Most people are asking for. What you're seeing just around, like, what do you think is the haircuts? What haircuts are going to be popular in 2026?
Those mullets are hot. Mullets are hot. The low tech fades are still going.
Yeah.
Alpaca's kind of calming down a little bit.
I'm seeing a lot less people having the Edgar cut and the alpaca haircut.
I'm glad for that.
I think class is coming back.
Class is coming
back.
back.
That classy brush back on the sides are coming back.
Kind of like that greasier without the grease.
Yeah.
Kind of like
matte styles. Yeah. I mean, we saw an influx of greasy hairstyles when Elvis came out. At least that's what I saw, because I mean, like we were saying, having your finger on the pulse of what's going on in media is really helpful. Like, the last season, like, I keep going back to Stranger Things. The last season of Stranger Things is coming out, and everybody is loving those styles. Because, I mean, that's what's popular everywhere. So if you see it, you're constantly seeing it, you're going to get programmed of saying, like, oh, that's a cool style. Yep. But anyway, I think that natural styles are coming back, if that makes sense. Like, men letting their hair be curly. Yeah. And trying not to force it into a more of an unnatural side part and everything.
Isn't it going to be so much easier for them now?
Yeah, it should be easier. Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing I don't know if it's just the circle that I'm in, but I'm seeing it being more pushed and more popular. Hair health is more popular than hair, because there's a lot of people that, like, hair or just health in general has been trendy recently, that I'm seeing. Like, skin health is trendy. Like, a lot of people doing skincare or whatever has been trendy. Hair health in general, like, not a lot of people using heat products in their hair. Not a lot of men, exactly. Not a lot of men are using heat products in their hair. I mean, I know that when I started styling my hair in the beginning, and I still use heat on my hair, when I started styling, everybody was using a blow dryer, but every one of these fashion guys that I follow are way more into the natural styles. It's that damp haircut they want done. And then a lot of time, it looks great. And it's great for people, too, because you're not seeing an influx of greasy scalps anymore as much. Some people, of course, because of different health reasons, but, like, you're not seeing these greasy styles with these greasy products. It's popular in some areas, but you're seeing the trend of taking care of your hair and taking care of yourself has been trendy. Yeah. Like, all of this, what's called the clean boy aesthetic that I'm seeing, is my brother's really into it. It's like the athletic wear and stuff, but when it comes to hairstyles, it's being clean, getting a simple jewelry, like simple chain or whatever, or taking care of yourself is trendy, like, among his age, which when I was growing up, all the guys were more, they weren't taking care of themselves, and it wasn't a trend. Like,
What age?
He's 15 right now, 15, 16. I'm seeing in his circle, it's like, okay, I'm going to get some nice clothes, and I'm going to keep it nice. He will not blow dry, he'll, like, fluff his clothes and make sure there's no wrinkles in it or whatever, because his friends are doing the same thing too. So it's like, it's popular to take care of yourself now, which is...
I wonder if it would have always been popular if social media was like it is now.
That is true. I didn't think about that. Because, I mean, you did see an influx of, like, really clean stylists through, like, the 50s, 60s. And then you saw a little bit more towards, like, the Vietnam era, a little less taken care of with, like, more of the Peace Corps movement and stuff. A little less of the clean styles that we saw coming through. The 80s were still a little bit clean with styles and everything. You saw a little bit more of the distressed clothing look come through the 80s that I'm noticing. Same with 90s. And I think, late 80s. And then grunge really took it to where it was like being messy is cool. So it's like not fitted clothing, oversized everything, or even if it's fitted, it's majorly distressed and all that stuff. Holes in jeans, your hair's all crazy. But then I'm saying just like one timeline, but there were multiple sects within those timelines, like the emo and the goth, and then different stuff too. Because emo, of course, real flat ironed.
Scene haircuts. I used to love cutting scene haircuts. Those were fun. Have you ever cut a scene haircut? Oh, those were fun.
The people that said, I did one haircut one time where she sat down and gave me this really artistic look hairstyle. Like the sideburns were still long, but it was shaved and it was real textured and it was like a mullet, but like tapered, but the sideburns were left real long and it was like real funky. I was doing techniques that I didn't learn in a book. I was just kind of like sculpting it out, and that's a blast. Like those haircuts are awesome because then again, you can just decide. Hair is self-expression at that point.
Right.
Like if you're a barista, you can do anything, bro.
Do whatever I want.
Literally.
Do whatever I want. I agree with that. Scene haircuts are fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, but we went on a tangent. But anyway, yeah, haircuts.
So I was just checking the time. So to be transparent, we do this between clients, right?
Yeah.
And so we actually have clients coming in. So we just we come over here, hang out,
Yeah.
do some YouTubes and some videos, and then we go back and cut more hair. So this is kind of like a lunch break for us. So we have to check times. 2:41.
2:41. And then it goes to our next point. Messy hair only looks good if it's intentional. No?
No.
You don't see that as a...
Yeah, no, I think sometimes messy hair can be messed up by you trying to make it look good.
That is true. I didn't even think about that. You're right.
Because it's so you think that, like, yeah, of course that's true, you know, some level. But I think more often than not, trying to make a messy haircut, come on, man. This is what you do. You wet it, you get it wet, and you shake it out. Do like this, shake it out, boom. That's typically what a messy haircut should be.
Yeah. Or even like that straight out of the shower. I had this real short haircut, clean on the sides, and and then you're out the door. I love that freaking haircut.
That's it.
It's so nice because it's like the maintenance is zero.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Then after it dries, you can have some powder if you want. Throw a little bit of powder in there.
Or you don't even have to do that too. If you put something in when it's damp. I mean, it's great. That's why the versatility of those haircuts. That's why I really like those messy hairstyles.
So the answer is no.
The answer is no on that one. These people need to have some more. This is ChatGPT pulling it from all these different sources of what hot takes are.
Hot takes. I didn't even know what a hot take was until today.
Confident. This one says that
I'm going to say hot take today.
Yeah, you're going to say
I'm going to take a hot take today out of context.
Yeah, just do it. Just be like, man, this coffee is a hot take.
Yeah, it is.
This says right here that men become hotter when the moment they stop dressing like teenagers.
I think hotters are definitely a word that I don't use, but yeah,
more
I think
appealing.
Whenever you dress your age or whatever, you're never showing that you're leveling up. As I sit here in a hoodie and sweatpants.
But I mean, the way you do it isn't there's a teenager way to do it. Like there's the way my brother wears a hoodie and sweatpants is different than like how you wear a hoodie and sweatpants.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But yes, you as you level up, you should start seeing other things.
Yeah.
And when you see other things, was it the mentor and somebody that should always be here, right? Think about that whenever you're thinking about fashion, right? Where you were, where you are, where you're going. And so this is where you were. Sure, it's always great to wear cargo pants, but I mean, I heard they're coming back.
Oh yeah, cargo pants are coming back hardcore.
Cargo pants and camo. I can finally wear my camo cargo pants.
I've got some cargo pants on the way, actually.
See, but yeah, whatever I was saying, you should leveling up yes, level up, man. Level up. Wear something nice. Get yourself something nice. Get yourself a good wallet. Get yourself a nice leather something.
Yeah.
A nice pair of pants. Spend $20 on a pair of jeans, man.
Yeah. That's cheap.
That's hard for me.
Is so
it's hard for me to spend $20 on a pair of jeans.
Yeah, jeans are one of those things that it's so expensive. Like the other day, I was like, man, these are great, and I look at them and they're like $80. I was like, oh my gosh.
But how many times are you going to wear those jeans?
That is true.
That $80 is not a bad.
I mean, the amount of times you're going to wear it, the quality of it, and everything. Like
But it's hard to pull the trigger.
It's so difficult to pull the trigger.
Trigger pulling.
This one right here, it said that confidence is 80% grooming, 20% everything else. Yeah, I disagree on that. Because I've met some really confident. I mean, Shaggy was a really confident guy.
He was. I think that confidence is about 2% grooming.
Yeah.
2. I think 98% of it comes from what.
Because I think that it could do the reverse effect. Hyper grooming could look insecure. In my opinion, like not saying insecure is a negative thing. It's like almost it can become too much.
It's some of the most. In my chair, the people that I see that are hyper groomers are the most. How do we put this in a way that's really nice?
I mean, insecure is it's not necessarily insecure has been taken way too negatively. We mean more in the sense of like they're still unsure about their own style and they're trying to make it seem as though they're sure. Does that make sense?
Yes, but I don't think it's always necessarily
surety.
Just about style.
Okay, yeah.
Like style has a part of it, sure, but most of the time it's people that are in the public eye. That
is true.
That carry a lot of weight in front of people, and
That's
so
true.
when they come to you and there's some guys that sit in the chair with confidence.
Yeah.
They could be the janitor. It doesn't matter what they do, but they come in there and sit in the chair. They're like, yeah, I wanted this, this, and this. And it's not because that they know their haircut. It's because they understand themselves.
Yeah.
They have that confidence. A lot of times these guys don't even understand themselves yet because they're playing to what they think everybody else wants to see.
Well,
and so they're like, I don't know, maybe it's just they're so insecure about themselves. It exposes itself in the barber chair every time.
Exactly.
Every time.
Well, think about, I mean, who are some of your most insecure clients that you look at? They're the 13 to 15-year-old kids, or even 12 to 16 even. I mean, it's the guys that see everything going on in social media that are still insecure because, I mean, of course, when you're a teenager, you're trying to figure stuff out. Like, you're just trying to figure your life out. So, I mean, they're the guys that I think that, like, they hyper groom not because they're hyper confident. It's because they hyper groom because they're still insecure and they're still figuring stuff out. So they want to look like they're put together.
You're right. And so, remember our conversation earlier about the escalator?
Yeah.
Think about that. All right, with this right here. Okay, totally different thing. But so you're hyper thinking about stuff, and really you just need to sit back and you have the confidence already. It's there. You just need to let it out.
Yeah, you need to let it out because I think it just as you keep the confidence in or with the idea in yourself from doing stuff, it's just going to become. It's going to destroy. It's like an animal kept in a cage. It's going to continue to destroy the cage until it comes out the wrong way.
Yep.
It comes out with a rage and a rebellion rather than coming out in a healthy dose of.
Right. And also, I see a lot of. You have that, but also I see a lot of men with that same thing who are hyper focused on how they look and appear, and and to them it's their worth comes through in people's judgment of them.
They find their value in other people's opinions of themselves.
That's exactly right.
Rather than finding their value of who, like, because I think if you go to the extreme here, I mean, when you talk to a lot of people later in life, they're gonna say regret of what they didn't do, or they even have an identity crisis because they've spent their entire life doing things because they find their identity in other people. And then when those people that don't even care leave, then you're left with trying to figure out who you are as a person without their opinion.
And you want me to tell you who's the my most repeat offenders are in that scenario?
Who?
Pastors.
Dude, don't even get me started.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't say that it is. That is, and I'm sorry, guys. It just is. It's like pastors. If you find your identity in other people, we have to look other ways. You have to look inside because it's because they're put up on a pedestal.
Yeah.
It's like their opinion, and it's necessary for them to take other people's opinion and like work through them and figure it out. But it's so detrimental because there's so many good pastors and so many good people that are in that role that they get choked out by that. You're exactly right about it. And so you guys give yourself a break, man. Give yourself a break. Okay.
It's okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a whole nother episode. But I mean, I agree because it's like that opinion will choke you out because there's a lot of. I'm not even gonna like church people there that'll just choke you out with opinions and everything.
Different episode.
Different
We're
episode.
talking about fashion. But
Yeah, fashion
So,
stuff.
so
but
if-
opinions of others. I mean, in high school, I think the kids are brutal. Like, there's a lot of kids that are like, my brother, terrible, good, like, bullying situation just because it's like, the kids are brutal. I mean, they're trying to figure stuff out. Like, why are you bullying another kid about what he's trying to figure out? Like, high school is where you figure stuff out.
it makes-
Even your young adult, like, I'm still figuring stuff out.
makes you feel superior. It makes you feel. I think it makes you feel like you've got it figured out when you're talking to somebody like that. And you know the truth is, they ain't none of us got it figured out.
Yeah.
And the moment that we realize that we don't have it figured out, then we can start doing some good.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
when the growth happens, realizing you need to grow, you know?
That's it.
I mean, it's that simple, but it's very difficult to grasp. But I mean, it's that simple. It's like growth doesn't happen until you realize that you need to grow, because you can stay complacent for so long.
Yeah, you can. And it's comfortable. Comfortability is a comfortable place to be.
Absolutely,
It
but
just
it
is.
will kill your growth. Comfort kills growth.
Yes, it does. All that from a fashion. All that from
All that from fashion.
all
man.
that from a haircut.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, hang in there. Thanks for joining us. I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Peace out.